right, thank you again for coming. I'm going to take you through a detailed presentation of our structure and our Google Classroom. So hopefully after this you will feel very informed. All right, let me share my screen. We're going to start here with ClassDojo. So I am not issuing any points. I'm using ClassDojo for the messaging back and forth with parents. I'm also going to use this class story just to post fun photos and videos of me here in the classroom to stay connected with the kids. And then we're going to use the student portfolio side. I'll be sending you something about that shortly, where the kids can post things from home. We could go back and forth, kind of like our own class Facebook. Okay. Now I want to talk about Symbaloo. This is my bookmarking website where I bookmark all of the websites that we use for the entire year. This is all explained in Google Classroom and linked in there as well. Up here are the literacy websites that I teach and use with the kids, and their choices that they can make after they finish all of their literacy work in ClassDojo, or in Google Classroom, sorry. Over here are some writing tools that we use. Down here, there are math websites that we use, and this is kind of the catch-all. Our testing, typing, there's some character ed here, science, social studies. So that is how Symbaloo is organized. I'm asking that you connect to our Symbaloo via Google Classroom and bookmark this. Save it on your child's device up here or save it on their screen because we will use this quite a bit. Now, how? How are they going to know what to do here? I've created a third grade password sheet. It has most of the websites hyperlinked in here. It has the kids' usernames and passwords here. And these are all the websites that we use on our Symbaloo page. Okay, so that is also saved in our Google Classroom, and I'll show you where to find that. This you will actually want to bookmark as well or print if you have a printer, because we will refer to that quite a bit. Now, scheduling. What is our schedule going to look like? The majority of our day is going to be on Zoom, but the camera will not be on the whole time. So I'm going to walk you through just how I'm structuring the day. Now, there are going to be changes because we're going to have library, we're going to have counseling, hopefully at some point some keyboarding. So there will be some tweaks, but this is the overall class schedule. This is also in Google Classroom, and I'm going to show you where to find all these things in just a moment. So we're going to start off our day at 9 o'clock. There's going to be a reoccurring Zoom link, which I'll show you where that is in a minute. We're going to do our morning meeting, our community meeting, circle. This is going to be like my temperature check for the kids each day. Then they're going to hop onto a different Zoom link for specials that'll come from their special areas teacher. Then they'll take a break. I'll have them hop back on at 10:30. We will do our reading lesson. If they have a snack they want to eat, they can eat it during that. Cameras will go off after the reading lesson. Kids will read for 30 minutes to themselves while I pull reading groups, and I'll pull kids into breakout rooms. Then after that, we'll do a Go Noodle brain break. We'll do our writing lesson. Kids will turn their cameras off. I'll pull individual kids or groups into breakout rooms to work with them on their writing. Then after that, exercise break. I will take them through a workout. I'm a personal trainer, and I am just going to do workouts with the kids myself. So we'll do a little workout. It'll probably be about 5 minutes or so just to get up and moving. Then we'll work on our phonics. After our phonics lesson, then that's when they will have independent work in their Google Classroom. They'll finish everything that is literacy based. And when they're done with that, that's when they can go to that Symbaloo page and work in the upper left-hand corner that I showed you. Then they have lunch, recess, that's on your own. They have a 5-minute window before they have to get back on here for our character ed lesson. So at 2 o'clock, a different Zoom link that's reoccurring. They'll come on for a character lesson that I'll do with them, a class building activity. Then we will take an exercise break again, led by me. Then we have our math lesson. For math, we will be doing math together. I'll use a lot of dry erase boards. And I also have printed off math work that we will be doing together that will come home in the student supply stuff. After that, They will stay on the Zoom if they need extra math help. If they don't need extra math help, they'll get off. They'll do their digital quick check in their Google Classroom or whatever other math assignments that I have in Google Classroom. And then after that, the rest of the day is content time. So for the first few weeks, it's going to be website practice on that Symbaloo page with those passwords, usernames, getting logged in, playing those and listening to books and those types of things on there. Once we get that under wraps, then it'll be science and social studies time. Now, science and social studies will be primarily in Google Classroom, the assignments will be, and what I'll be doing this last half an hour of school is checking in with kids. So if kids need help with academic things or social emotional help, whatever that may look like, I'll be checking in with individual kids, with individual Zoom links, or maybe even small groups. If it's a group of kids that need help with something particular, that's where they'll get that individual time with me. That's what our schedule looks like, and this is posted in our Google Classroom. Now, this is the grid that you will be getting every week from me. So this is for the first week of school. It'll list the week that we're on at the top, and here's just a quick check of what is in Google Classroom that your child needs to complete for each subject. Then down here, this is where the reoccurring Zoom links are. So if you ever don't have them, you'll look back at this third grade virtual assignment sheet. And there's the morning meeting link, this is the literacy link, and this is the Character Ed math link. Now, I'm going to show you where all of this is. So this is from a teacher view. I want to show you how this is organized from my view, and then I'm going to take you through how you log your kids on. This is our classroom, Johnson third grade. Here is the class code that you will input to get your child connected, and I'll show you that in just a little bit. This is our class stream. I'm going to be using this to ask the kids a question every day that they respond to. This is just a class building, team building thing. They also can direct message me here and send me a message, or they can send out a message to their entire class, and they can comment on each other's. As long as everything is respectful and we don't have an issue with this, I will keep this open the entire year. Now, if you see this go away, it's because there was some rule breaking. I can also mute it. I can mute individual kids, or I can just get rid of it altogether. But this is just a fun team building kind of thing. Classwork. This is where the actual work is. Now, I want to show you these 3 sections here at the top are for you, parents. This section is for the first week of school. I'm asking that you look at and do these things. This is where that Symbaloo page is, where that website page is. I've got some things that I need you to do for setup to help our kids out here, kind of like your homework, sorry. And then here is where those lesson plans are that I pointed out earlier. So you just click and it takes you to that grid that you have for each week. Okay. Now, if you want to collapse something, you just click on that there. Okay. This is a parent resource section where it'll stay up all year with that class schedule. There's a contract, a cheat sheet, and this is the link to our Google site. So everything that you need is here in Google Classroom. I've hyperlinked everything so that it hopefully will be easy to manage. And this takes you directly to our Google site. And here we have class information, we have helpful links. So just those links that I shared earlier, linked in here, all kinds of good stuff there for you, okay? Now, after the first week of school, this section is not gonna go away. It's gonna look like it is. This stuff is gonna get merged here with the class resource stuff. This will just move to the top. So if you're looking for any of this after the first week of school, look here in class resource, okay? So you'll have 2 parent sections at the top. This 4 parent lesson plans, I won't take away the lesson plans ever. I'll just keep adding to them. So the following week we'll say 9-7 to whatever. So if your child is ever absent, you can look back here and see what they missed and catch them up. Now the rest of this is for the kids, okay? They'll have a check-in to do in the morning. They'll have a check-in to do at the end of the day. This is where I will pull from for that last half an hour of school where I'll be doing check-ins with kids. This is how I will know who I need to meet with, because they will say on the forums, hey, I need help with math, or hey, I don't feel well, I'm struggling because I don't feel like I have friends, or whatever that may be, okay? Then, this is the meat of the work. So every week you will see new learning week of with the date. On the day that the work is supposed to be done, it will open up to the kids, okay? And everything will be done within that week of work. And you can see I've already gotten some stuff in there. Now, this is what it's gonna look like for the kids. So I have a student here whose parent was graciously kind enough to let me join them in. So you'll log in with your child's Google Classroom, Google account credentials, and I will be sending you after this Meet the Teacher Night a cheat sheet on exactly what that looks like. And you'll be able to follow it to get your child's account information if you don't have it. And that'll come to your email right after we're done with this Meet the Teacher Night. So I already got this child in here. I'm gonna click Join Class. This class code will be on that sheet that I'm going to send you as well. You put in the class code and then click Join. And just like that, your child is now part of our Google Classroom, okay? And it'll take you here. Now, what you'll do is you'll go here to classwork, and you'll see I've already opened up all the parent stuff for you. And I've only opened up a few kid things just for the purpose of this presentation, okay? Before school actually starts, I probably will close these back up, okay? But I wanted you to see what an assignment would look like. So let's click on this one here. It tells the kids exactly what to do. They need BrainPop Junior for this, so they click on that, and it takes them directly to BrainPop Junior. Now, if they're not logged into BrainPop Junior, which they most likely are not, it tells you here again that it's on the password sheet, but the username is David LM. The password is FHSD. So everything that you are going to need assignment-wise is always here in Google Classroom, and it'll just spiral you off to whatever other websites you need, okay? Now, up here, the kids can have a different view of their work to see what's been assigned. Those are the ones that are open. It'll tell them over here what I've returned to them, which is nothing yet because we haven't started. And here it'll tell them what is missing. So that's a place where they can go to see what they have as far as classwork to turn in, okay? It'll also give them an upcoming section. There's a lot of cool features in here, but that is the gist of Google Classroom from the student view. So hopefully you feel much more prepared after seeing the structure. It is going to take probably just a week or two, and we will be full steam ahead. All right. Thanks again for coming. I'm very much so looking forward to working with your children and you this school year. It's going to be great. Bye.